welcome in to another crazy live. Apologies for yesterday. I'll explain all that to you later. Hello, Jen. Welcome in, darling. Can you hear me? You're saying you're still half asleep, honey? That makes two of us. Absolutely pants night's sleep last night. I gave up at, 6:30 this morning, came down and started doing some housework. But, yeah, so if I start snoring, you're just going to have to all shout at me. Or at least you will when more of you come in. So, Jane, I know you're a bit asleep at the moment, or half asleep, but what are your plans for today? Is it a case of running backwards and forwards between the mums? Or have you got mums sitting here listening to me rabbit on in your ear holes? Right, so let me think. Well, right, yesterday's live got cut short because I had my daughter come down the stairs going, oh my gosh, mum, I need your help type thing. She had an interview booked in for next week, and they phoned her and pretty much woke her up, the lazy toe rag. They phoned her and said, oh, can you come in for an interview today instead? We'd like to move it forward. So she's like, yeah, no problem, without checking what the time was or anything. And she luckily she was sensible enough to grab a pen and a bit of paper and write the details down as she was half asleep. So she's come running down the stairs. Yeah, sorry, Jen, I'll read that out in a moment. Yeah, so she came running down the stairs going, Mum, I've got this interview. I'm going to need a lift because I don't know where it is. I don't know anything apart from the time. And I'm like, can you not get a bus? Look it up on whatever, and like on Google Maps. And she's like, yeah, I've looked it up on Google Maps. It says it's going to take me 25 minutes to walk. I need you to drive me. So that's why I ended up jumping off of the chat yesterday. It was because I want her to get a job, so she gets out from under my feet, basically. But yeah, she went for her interview. We got her there. She was there for a good half an hour. I was sitting in the car out the front, crocheting poppies. Hey, why not? Felt like I was back on the school run. Then she jumped in the car, all happy, all positive, came home, and got a phone call later on that day saying, we want you back for the second interview on the same date that it was going to be. Like her first interview was going to be. So fingers crossed she gets this one, because it's something that she didn't think she'd be able to get into. Although she's she did photography at school, and then of course went on to do her animation degree. So this job is actually working in a photography studio. So she's going to be the girl that helps clear up after vomiting babies and moves stuff around in the background and answers the phone. But it's all a step in the right direction for getting her into a job that hopefully she's going to enjoy, rather than being stuck in pub work. Right, so Jen had said, yes, I can hear you. I just didn't sleep much, and Mum is coming down later. Oh no, I'm in a bit early. No distractions, so you could have stuck her in front of me and told her to take notes, and then had a bit of a snooze on the sofa. So are you working on any crochet at the moment? Oh, you are. So go on then. What are you doing, Jen? Right, Jen just popped up and said, I'm actually doing some crochet at the moment, with a very shocked face, because she hasn't had a lot of opportunity to do it over the last week or so, have you, babe? It's looking like it's going to be just you and me, Jen. Cool, you're going to win a lot of new patterns today, aren't you, if I start doing the comps again? Oh, dear. Yeah, right, so Jen's saying it's good, it's glad it's something that my daughter likes. Well, fingers crossed she does. Because you know what kids are like. They're like, not keen on this anymore, but you've only been doing it 2 days. Oh, you're working on Alfie's dragon. Oh, that is going to be so cute when it's finished. So, so cute. How much more have you got left to go, babe? Right, while I'm waiting for Jen's response, we've got 4 of you in. Come on, gang, there's 4 of you watching. Stick your comment in, even if it's just a quick hi, so I know who's spying on me today. Hey, Sabrina is in. She's saying, I'm here too. Hello, Angela and Jen. Susan's in with a hi, Angela, how are you? I'm exhausted. I don't know how much of the live you've managed to catch so far. I was saying to Jen a few moments ago, I didn't have a good night's sleep last night, so I was up at 6:30 doing housework. Hate housework, but at least it's done now, so I can get on with some crochet once we're off of here. Oh, you got most of the dragon done, Jen, and that's brilliant. So what is it, the scales left to go and sew it all together type scenario, the bit that most of us hate doing. Welcome in. Oh cripes, we've got 2 Susans in today. I am going to get so confused. Right, so welcome in Susan Marsh. She's saying good morning to us all. Right, so how am I going to work this one out, Susans? Will one of you be alright with me calling you Sue and the other one Susan? If so, put your dibs down as to who gets their name shortened. Please let it be one of you. And then I've just got to work it out. So work out which one of you I'm gonna have to give a wrench to. I say it like that, it's horrible, isn't it? I will work that one out after the live. It'll be down to who's more active on the channel, so I'll have a nose at the pair of you later, and then one of you will have a wrench for next time. Okay, so Sue Marsh, hey, there we go, she prefers Sue. So I've just got to try and remember now, pink is shorter. You both come in at the same time. How to confuse a girl, Right, okay, so I'm going to go shortened on Susan Marsh because it's pink and it bounces out, so I've got more chance of remembering that one's shortened, that name's shortened, okay? And then Susan Sweet, you get stuck with the long name, honey. But thank you ever so much, both of you, for agreeing to let me shorten it. So you watch, it won't make no difference. I'll end up using your surnames. So what is everybody up to today? Have you managed to sit down with a brew and your crochet, or a beer and your crochet, or your wine and your crochet? Or are you stuck cleaning the toilets and listening to me on your tablet? Because that's normally what I do. I'll join a live in the morning and carry you around on my tablet and clean the house as I'm doing it, which is why I don't comment as much on the daytime lives. I'll sort of say, I'm here, or I'm doing poppies, or whatever, and then that's me normally. But I am sitting there listening. Right, so Jen is finishing the tail end, and then the feet and wings still need doing. That's on her dragon. It's a really nice pattern from what I remember. I think you've shown it to me, haven't you, Jen? Because of course we all know that my youngest is addicted to dragons. Because I'm trying to think, you guys have all been here for a while, haven't you? So you'll have seen the dragon that I made my daughter for her birthday in May. No, Christmas. Was it Christmas or was it May? I can't remember anymore. The months go all gel into one rather than just the days. Here we go, I'll bring him over. Oh, her over, I should say. There we go. That one is Vince's dragon. It's the second time I've done it, actually. The first one you see on my opening titles, and the first one is done in a DK weight yarn, whereas this one's done in an Aran. So she's absolutely humongous. It's meant to be a shoulder dragon, but if you go on the shoulder, there's not really much left. There's no room. But I've still got to redo the wings because my daughter wants them up a bit higher. So let's put that back there, stay put. and that is a Hooks by Katie pattern. It's one that I will add later on in the drop down description box. I thought I'd done really well today. You've got the pattern for this one linked. You've got the this pattern here, which I'll tell you about in a little bit, and then of course you've got this pattern here as well, all linked in the drop down box. I was being all so clever, and then I go and pull out the dragon. Oh well. Oh dear. Right, as some of you noticed on yesterday morning's live, there was no sound when you first came on. It was for about 2 minutes. I did end up sticking that in the title, but it was because I was mucking around with cameras yesterday before the live trying to record some of the upcoming corner to corner blanket tutorial, and because I'd done that, I've taken the camera out of my computer, but it was still registered as the sound for that camera, not for this one. But I worked it out and I found the button yesterday, so of course today I managed to do it before the live, thankfully. Oh, gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. If I do, apologies. And I'll try and pre-warn you so you can put your fingers in your ears. Let's bring... Oh, this is being daft again. Pop out. Sorry, my chat's a bit skew-iff on this one. I need another... I think I'm going to have to try and talk my husband into giving me another screen, you know. Right, so I've got it on live chat now, just to make sure. Yep, you've all gone quiet. You're all cleaning and crocheting and knitting and stuff, aren't you? Right, so let's think. Which one should we go for first? Shall I talk to you about this pattern here? Or shall I show you the corner to corner and how far I've got? What do you think? Which one do you fancy seeing first? Okay, so Jens thinks that Alfie's dragon is going to be about the same size as the one that I showed you a few minutes ago. Oh, right, yes, I forgot. Right, so Jen has just said that she thinks Alfie's dragon is about the same size. The pattern is complicated. She's not a native English speaker. She has to read the rows in reverse, otherwise the horns end up the wrong way because she's a lefty. I don't know. Can you not just follow along and then fold the item the other way round? I don't know how it works working lefty in stitches. I really don't. No, me, I probably make all my stuff left-handed without even realising it. Right, Sabrina is saying she wants to have a nose at the corner to corner. Oh, there is a lot of balls of yarn attached to this one. Lots of balls. So I'm just moving my drink out of the way, otherwise I'm going to end up dunking yarn in it. It's only water, thankfully. I've learnt my lesson. No Coca-Cola. Right. So let's get this up the right way. There is ends hanging on it. There's yarn hanging on it. Right. And it's going to mess up my table for later. Right, so let me see if I can find, I did write down some information on it. It's a little bit different now, but I am up to row 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up to row 35, which is actually video and part of video number 2 out of the set, or at least it will be. So, oh, you got half a look, haven't you? There we go. Come on in. All the balls are travelling. Right, so fingers crossed I can get this somehow to look so that you can see what it looks like. You can't really work out what much of the animal is yet, although I have told you all it is grey. The animal's grey. Hold on, there we go. I'm just waiting for my camera to catch up so I can make sure that it's in shot. Ow, pants. That's 5 balls on the floor. Right, so this is up to a row 35. Now video number 2 out of this set is the most intricate part of the entire pattern and will possibly drive you insane, because it did with me. Okay, but once you get past rows, well, basically once you get past about row 36, it calms down and you've not got as many colour changes. Now, I'm not sure how much of this you can see here, but this is the section that is the most annoying, this darker bit here. Now, it is black and brown, so I'm not sure if my colours, my camera's picking up the black, the difference between the colours too well for you. Right, my arm's going to fall off, so I'm going to put it down. Yeah, so where was I saying? Yeah, so that in total is going to be an 87 row pattern, okay? And when you get to row 78, it's perfection from that point on, because it's a white. All of it's white. So I'm looking forward to video number 4. But yeah, as I said, I've completed video 1 apart from, of course, the introduction and telling you how much yarn you're going to need and things like that, because I don't know myself yet. So once I know, then I can make that bit of the video up, tell you how much yarn you're going to need, and then from that point on, then that video will be done, and I can finally say, right, all videos, that video's done, then video 2's done, because of course I want to add start and finish picture and all that sort of stuff. But it is absolutely a really lovely pattern once it's done. And I can't wait to show it to you all, which is why I'm rushing my way through it. So mine might be a little bit scrappy compared to your ones that you'll make. But yeah, it's all right for me because it's only here for the display. I'm not going to be selling it on. Right, so let me see. Right, so Sabrina is saying all it's interesting. And Jen is saying that the dragon is complicated, but she likes the way it's made up. It's totally different than you do normal aragorumi. I'm assuming they're getting you, especially on the tail section, to go backwards and forwards in your aragorumi rather than round and around, Jen. Because that's what I did with the dragon I showed you a few minutes ago. And it's amazing the way it builds up the tail and adds ridges and things like that. Right, and Susan's saying she can't wait to see what it is. I know what it is, and even I can't wait to see what this blanket's gonna look like. I know what it's meant to look like, mind, because I've got the picture and the pattern. Good morning, Ladybird. Welcome in, darling. Okay, weird acoustics this morning. What, do I sound like I'm singing, or that my voice is really croaky? Because my throat's a bit iffy today, so I think I was snoring too much last night. Right. So that is, oh, let's grapple then. Sorry, I'll end up catching it in my all the yarn that's just fallen on the floor, and I'll end up catching it on my toes and stuff. What have I got there? Oh, some white already wrapped around my leg. There we go. That's up there, and that's on there, and that's that done. Oh, is it the mic? Okay, yes. At the moment, I'm up to about 7 minutes standing, Ladybird. I'm aiming to get to 10. I'm working on my physio to get to 10 so that I can get down there, because of course I've got to drive there, then walk in. That's going to take me about 4.5, 5 minutes just to walk in and then stand in the freaking queue that's normally out of the door anyway. But I will get bin juice to you at some point. It's all packed, it's all labelled and everything else, and it's in a bag waiting. Hold on, I'm on live chat and I can't see Kaylin, Ladybird. Hold on. Unless I've missed somebody when they came in. I hope not. Oh, there she is. Hiya, Kay. Getting all confused then, darling. Welcome in. Yeah, it's because I've got long COVID. I don't know if all of you know, I had COVID in February, and I've got long COVID at the moment, and on top of the other ailments I've got, it's taken me a lot longer to get through it. So I'm still having a little bit of a breathing difficulty, which is why I'm talking a bit slower than normal, or at least my first live anyway. That wasn't because I was so hypo and need to do. It was because that was my normal speed, whereas this isn't. This is my you have to take breaks to breathe speed. So let's move some bits out of the way. Apologies for any noises. Move that. There might be a couple of extra bits because I've got to move the keyboard so that I can show you all guys all something. Actually, I'm not going to move it yet. How many have we got in? There's only 9 of you. Of all 9 of you said hello yet. Oh, do me a favour, gang. Hit that thumbs up so everybody knows I'm on. And fingers crossed we can get a couple more crazies in. And just in case you're wondering and you hadn't seen it before, which I think you have, this top is nicknamed the watermelon top. It is, the information for it is in the drop down box. It's the one at the bottom. And then you've got the Mercedes top here by Fiberfox Studios, and that information is in there as well. It's got butterflies written in it because to me from a distance it looks like butterflies. So what I'm trying to do is when I put a pattern information down, I'm trying to give you a rough guide as to what it looks like. So this one here is written the name of the pattern, which is Deep Mountain Treasures, and then in brackets it says brown, grey and yellow so that you can work out which one that is. Right, so Jen is chatting about the dragon and she's saying it's in the round, but he uses lots of increases and decreases to make the lumpy bits for the horns and the spikes. You crochet holes in the main body, then crochet around the edge of the hole and build it up. Oh, okay, that last little section about crocheting into the body and then building it up is different because I didn't do that with my dragon, but I did the increases and decreases in the round section. So yeah, I understand definitely understand where that one's coming from. So a ladybird is sitting listening while she numbers boxes, and she also says hi Jane. Right, so I am going to be cheeky. I am going to mark the chat, and then we will run a little question. I'm going to ask me normals, do me questions, let you fire off as many answers as possible, and I am going to pick number 5 on the card as per normal. Makes life easier that way. And if you win, you've got a chance of winning one of the winner only patterns, which you have a choice of 4. It is a May the 4th, tree in a flower pot, a stitch in time, or the new one for this month, which is a Webtastic. Now remember, if you've already got the patterns or you don't want the pattern, it doesn't mean that you can't join in. You can still join in, and if you win, you just say, read another card, Ange, or roll it over, or pass it on. Okay, something like that. So then I know that that's what you're after, basically. You're after me passing it on, and we'll just carry on playing. Now, I did have one live where one of my actual close friends came in, and she just kept winning, and we weren't even cheating. I wasn't even talking to her. Like, I was talking to her like I'm talking to you. Not, I had my tablet well out of the way, so it's not like I was giving her answers or anything. And she kept winning them, and she's like, I don't like corner to corner, Ange. And so she was like, spin it on, and afterwards she went, she knew that if she wanted any of the patterns, she'd only need to ask me, because she's like a sister to me, so it's just a case of she tried teaching me to crochet, so I'm going to throw an evil pattern at her. Welcome in, Franca. Late again? No, not too late. We're only 25 minutes in, aren't we? Hiya, Jane. Welcome in, darling. Right. So it'll give you a little bit more time to say hello to the newbies that have just come in. And then I'll remark and ask the question. Right, so of course, I'll repeat it again. We're going for winners only patterns today. And they are May the 4th, Tree in a Flower Pot, Stitch in Time, or this month's new one, which is Webtastic. And if you've already got them or you don't want them, just tell me to ask, and just say, Ange, pick another card or play it on. Thank you for the extra information on the dragon that you're making, Jane. And Jen is saying it's really hard to explain how different the pattern is, but it's very clever and interesting. It's Dragon Stormfly by Crochet Wonder Designs, and it's on Etsy. Right, so we got 11 of you in. You're doing well today. Right, here we go. I am now marking the chat. Right, your question for now is, name me Spielberg movies. Now remember, they're 10 years old. Okay, anything from about 10 years and back. So that is Spielberg movies. How many of you are movie buffs? There we go. Spielberg movies, Jane. I've just put it into the chat as well, so hopefully I've spelt it correctly. I did attempt to write it the same way it's on the card. Right, E.T. gang is number 2. Come on, fire them out, fire them out. You've got to know a couple of them. Okay, I can see which one's our favourite. I must admit that would have been my first answer as well if I was on your side of the screen. Jaws is number 1, okay. That would have been my second guess as well. I wonder if any of you will get number 10. That's meant to be the hard one. Jurassic Park is a number 4K. Are you lot cheating and using Google? If you are, don't bother me. Just fire them off though. Fire off some answers. At the moment, it's Kate and Jane, sorry, that are having a good old go at it. Oh, here we go. We've got a couple of other guys in. What we got? Jurassic Park, I've already read that one out. Schindler's List is a number 9, Jane. Raiders is a number 7. Indiana Jones. Where are you? Is Raiders, isn't it? So that's number 7. Ladybird, Catch Me If You Can is number 8. Ready Player One. Did he do that one really? Oh, I didn't know that. Not on the card. It's a bit too late, or should I say early? Too close. Needs to be after sort of about 10 years. Colour Purple is a number 3. Oh, we got Close Encounters. He's not there. No. Colour Purple. No. Minority Report. No. AI. Oh, I love that film. It's not on there, darling. Back to the Future. I don't know if that one's one of his. Hold on, let me check my card. It's not on there anyway. BFG, a Jaws BFG hook. Nope. Keep going, gang, keep going. Got any more ideas? Come on, you girls are slacking. Normally you're a lot speedier than this. Who hasn't had the cups of coffee today? Just having a read through, checking I've got them all. And you can stop. We have got a winner. And the winner is Jane Stevens. Now the answer is Saving Private Ryan. So congratulations, darling. And I left you going for quite a while on that one. And I've jotted your name down. And so you know the deal. Fire me off an email. A new one, a fresh one. The same, which and then I will give you your code to put in your comment on this video once it's in replay. So congratulations, Jane. Unless of course you are there we go. There we go. So now you know. Right, let's have a quick read through the rest of them. So we got the Goonies, a BFG, the Terminal, Hook. Oh, where's my card from? That one. War Horse. Oh, that was a beautiful film. Empire of the Sun. Okay, so Jane's keeping that pattern, so you're going to have to hold out a little bit longer for the next question to have another go at it. And see if you can grab yourself a pattern. Right, so what are we on? 32 minutes. So let's just... Now I'm going to do you another one because I stupidly had a pint of fluids before I came on, so I'm going to have to run off to the toilet in a second. And I found that doing a card and then legging it is a really good way of keeping you guys entertained while I have a tinkle. Right, so I am going to mark the chat again. Now this one you guys can drool over for a bit. We are now looking for Brad Pitt movies. So that is a Brad Pitt movies. Hopefully I've spelled his name correct. Probably not. I probably called him Brad Pitt. No, me. Right, so Brad Pitt movies. It's in the chat. So fire off as many as you can think of. Again, I am looking for number 5 and I will be back in about 2 minutes once I've had my tinkle. Okay, see you shortly. Right, I'm back. Good, you guys are running through them, aren't you? Right, let me get my card and I'll have a scoot up and have a look. Okie dokie. So first one up was Fight Club. That's not on there. And we got Troy. Is number 3, Susan. The Peculiar Case of Benjamin Button. No, it's not on there, Sabrina. Interview with a Vampire. Nice film. And that is not on there either, Ladybird. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, say Kay. Nope. Benjamin Button is not on there, darling. Meet Joe Black, says Susan. Is number 7. That's insane. Ladybird, how did you guess that her answer was number 7? What is the number 7 all about anyway? Oh, the film 7. It took me a little while to work that one out. That is number 9. How to Confuse the Crazy. Oh, pants, we've got to jump. The Favour. No. A river runs through it. Nope. Snatch is number 4. Ocean's 11. No. Happy Feet. Was he really in that one, Susan, or are you making that up, honey? It's not on there because it's a bit too late from when the cards are printed. The Mexican. Thelma and Louise. Was he in that one? It's not on the card. Right, hold on. We have a winner. Let me just scoot back and double check. So I noticed a couple of you put it in quite close together. So let me have a nose. Check them on live chat, which I am. Oh, pants, it jumped. Let me check. Oh, pants. I'm having a mare moment, gang. I really am. I keep forgetting what I'm looking for. Right, start at the top and work my way down. Do. Right. And of all things, get going and get going. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay. Yeah, showing off, girl. You were the first one in with Fight Club and I hadn't even spotted it on the, what, 5, 6 times I scooted up and down. Oh, flipping Nora. Congratulations, Kay. Crochet heaven, by the way. Oh, dear. Brain today, it's so off. It's unbelievable. No, there we go. Typed it in so we all know. So, congratulations, darling. Right, so I'm just going to run through because I think we've had a couple of more crazies pop in. Where are we? Oh, was it Anvita? Welcome in, darling. Welcome in, Susie. You're telling me, Ladybird, it was a nightmare because I'd run out to the loo, didn't I, when I was doing, so I scooted up and I didn't cotton on to that first one when I was reading through. I'm just happy I triple and quadruple and whatever the number is for number 5 of going through the list up and down. That's the thing, I've got to be so careful when I read it out, so that's why I go line for line and it's what's on my screen. And then I've got my card here because I read through about 3 or 4 and then forget what the answer is, so I have to keep checking back. So, yep, congratulations, everybody. Sorry, I should explain. Ladybird just said she was literally the first answer with a big fat giggly smile. Yep, so remember, Kay, find me off a new email. Don't do it on an old email chain. Find me off a new email later on today. And don't forget to leave your comment on this video when it goes into replay. Alright, time to show you this new design. It's not mine, and I have cheated. I was showing it to you yesterday, or going to be showing it to you on yesterday morning's live, and I showed it on Tuesday evening as well. Right. Oh, squeaky voice or what? Right, so I cheat nowadays. I put a post-it note on them, so I've got all the details here for you in front of me. Makes life so much easier. Right, so the pattern name for this one is Deep Mountain Treasures, and the designer is Mercedes Crochet. And as you can see, it's a really nice, simple pattern, repeat, but it makes it look really quite intricate and quite difficult, but it isn't. There is one drawback to it. It's got bobble stitch. Poppy hates bobble stitch nearly as much as ends. But anyway, I use a 4.5mm hook and a papaya keiki yarn in the colour Serpent. Now the keiki yarn is the same make as the mandala in Serpent, okay? It comes from the same shop. So if you can't get hold of the papaya, because it's sort of on the wrong side of the continent, you should be able to get yourself the mandala instead. Okay. Yes, Ladybird, it is Whisper SDI on YouTube, but her Pinterest, no, try again, her Ravelry page, it comes under Whisper. Brain cell's gone again. It's sorry, it comes under Barbara with her surname, but the link is in the drop down box down below. And of course, because I clicked off, now I've got to do all the chatty thing again, haven't I? Right. So where was I? The yarn itself is 150 grams, and there is 590 yards, and it's 100% acrylic, wash at 30. Now, for any of you having issues seeing the colour, because I had it mentioned that I've got a couple of crazies on my channel that are partially sighted, I've been asked to tell you what the colours are. So let me give this one a go. I started it up the top, and there is a mixture of like a grey and a brown, and then it moves, and that's just the one colour section here. The next colour that comes through the cake is a dark chocolate brown. That is then followed in with a grey, and then I think that's a taupe, and then it comes into like a beigey brown. And then you've got this wayward section, which goes from the chocolate, from the very light brown into white, and then into freaking yellow. How a random a colour, right? But then it goes yellow and then grey. Now this, I only used one cake to make this one, so I really thought it was a brilliant way of using up a cake on the quick. And it didn't take me too long to do either. There was a couple of evenings. Stay there, Dory. Do not fall. Now I'm still working out how to make things look nice on Dory. As you can tell by the way I'm wearing this top, I've got no idea. Got no clue. Right, so let's have a look at your comments. You're congratulating Kay. Thank you, Vita. Yeah, the pattern, as I said, the a link for the pattern, it is a Ravelry pattern, it is a paid for pattern, okay? But the link for that, if you want to get your hands on it, is in the description box of this video, along with that top and this top. Just not the dragon yet, that'll be later. And then when this video goes into replay, about 2 or 3 hours after it goes into replay, I will be able to then put on the little I button that will be up here, and that will link you through as well to the patterns or the channel creators. Oh, brain nearly worked for a minute then, didn't it? Welcome in, Jen. Nice to see you, darling. All right, so what else have you guys said? You love the colours. It was a really strange cake actually. I was expecting the yellow to sort of be between the brown, come out sort of between the brown and the grey stripe. It's alright, I'm actually looking at my picture at the moment of my background, of me in the background. Yeah, I was hoping there'd be like a stripe of yellow in there so it would blend, but on this particular project I did no colour control, apart from like an occasional couple of, I think I might have done 1 or 2 rows, but I didn't change the sequence of the cake at all. I wish I had now though, but I didn't. I was very well behaved. Because you all know me, I like everything to match. Bit OCD. None of this mixing in the middle lark. Right, so to you girls that have recently come in, and to anyone else that hasn't answered yet, what are you up to today? What are you making, or are you cleaning the house like I should be? But I did mine at 6:30 this morning. Right, sorry, I was just checking my little list of things that I planned to chat about, and I'm pretty much running low. Yeah, let me think. The pattern that I showed you a little bit earlier, which is the upcoming cowl, will, fingers crossed, be with you beginning of August. And if you haven't had a chance to have a look, skip back later to the beginning of the video where I'll show it to you then, because all the yarn's flown everywhere. Oh, yay, Kay! Right, Ladybird is doing her preparation for tomorrow. And Kay is escaping work in 12 minutes. Bonus! Jenny's saying hello to Lisa. Oh, thank you ever so much, Sue. Bless, you didn't have to. I'd have got there in the end. You know, it might have taken me 3 months, but I would have got there in the end. Bless. Sue has managed to change her first name to make it easier for me. She's such a sweetie. Now I'm going to get really confused. But it doesn't matter. Jen is saying that she's going to have to go to work again today. And Franca is trying to make the poncho by Jada in Stitches. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't had a chance to nose through all the channels I normally watch. I've got, don't get me wrong, I'm a bit evil. I've got my favourites, so I go on and make sure I'm up to date with those. And then I work through the rest of the 180 on my list. And I just pick a day, and that will be that person on that day, that person on that day, and I sort of go over the month and pick a different person each month. Not each month, sorry, each day of the month if I have the time to do it, and just try and catch up with them that way. So I haven't been on Jada's for, what are we on? Probably about 17 or 18 days now. So I've really got to go and hit a couple more peoples. And then, of course, with Ladybird, I just sit there and sneak in the background, don't say nothing because I'm an evil wench. And now I'm waiting for the comment. Oh. Right, so chat's gone really quiet again, gang. Try putting it on live chat, Ange. I need, Frank is saying I need to follow Wow Crochet. More channels? How new is that one? How new is that one, Franca? Ladybird's keeping tight lips. I'll change it. She's not commenting on that. I saw her getting in slight bits of trouble then. You are no fun this morning, Ladybird. No fun at all. I pick on you during your life. It's only fair to pick on me during mine. Actually, no. You're as warped as me. That would be too dangerous. Oh, dear. Sorry, Ladybird said that she wasn't commenting on that. She's on her bestest behaviour. I don't know why. Oh, if you're wondering why it's quiet and there's been no balking so far today, Rob, Mr. Crazy, took Liam to work with him today because, of course, he's got to do his job. Liam has got to go to work every now and then and earn his keep. So he's been given the title of a CEO of cuteness. So my husband every now and then will take a picture of him being a bit of a donut in the shop, whether it's him modelling next to a computer or sort of with his paws up at the counter, sort of saying next please, and he does silly things like that and takes silly little photos like that with captions and then sticks them up on the Facebook page that he has for his business basically. And I tell you what, he gets so much interaction because Liam's so cheeky. Ladybird is saying overwarped equals back to normal. Can't have that. No, there's no such thing as normal. It's crazy or boring. We can't do normal. Normal's just not for any of us. Right, so let's do pattern grab number 3. And then I think that's going to be us for today. It's a little bit quiet still, although there are 13 of you. I'm just not 13 chatting, you're all too busy crocheting or cleaning. Right, so let me see. This one is, oh, let me mark the chat. This one is Things That Fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go for it. How many things can you think of? Pop as many as you can into the chat. I should have warned you to refresh first. Sorry, gang. But hopefully you're all on the same par as me, and we'll just keep it going and see how you go. Right, I'm trying to think, who have we got in that I can bug? Sabrina, have you got any new patterns coming up that crochet patterns, sorry, that you need testers for, darling? Because Dora's getting bored. She'll be getting bored in a couple of weeks with her cowl. She'll be looking for something else. Right, so let's have a nose through. And if you need a pattern tester, by the way, give me a shout. Right, and we've got birds. Here's number 10. A couple of you got birds. On live chat. Planes. Aeroplanes, number 7. Dragonfly, very clever, very clever. K is not on there, darling. A fly. Trust you, ladybird. No, it's not on there. Butterfly. Nope. Paper aeroplane, very, very clever again, ladybird. I think you're overthinking it today, darling. It's not on there. Helicopter. Nope. Moth. No. Jet. Jet will come in under aeroplanes. Where are we? K. Dust is not on there. Oh. Helicopter. Nope. Life. Nope. Sorry, I'm only picking out the ones now that haven't been before. Flying ants. Or ants flying. I read flying ants. It's not on there, darling. So, what is that? ESSPS. I don't know what that one is. I will look for the spelling. No, it's not on there. No bugs, no butterflies. Time is number 3, so getting there. No wasps. Oh, it skipped again. Lost it. Where are we, beetles? Wind. Nope. Gnats, no. Dreams. Nope. Yeah, drop me a Facebook message later, Sabrina. And we'll have a chinwag about it then, and we'll see if I've got enough of the right yarn to play with, or a different yarn to play with. Gargoyle, things that fly. I would hope not, Jane, because I certainly wouldn't want to be underneath that when it lands. Daddy Longlegs and Dragon and Bats is a number 9. And Mosquito isn't on there. Hang Glider is not on there for hang or hand. UFO. They didn't put that one on here, Franca. Moth, bee, ladybirds. Nope, nope, nope. But we do, in fact, have a winner. So you can stop now. And the winner is Susan Sweet. Congratulations, darling. We were looking for number 5, kites. I'm just gonna, I should have double checked that, but as I saw it come through, I wrote it down. I was cheeky like that. So double check. Kite. Yeah, no, she's definitely first. Yeah, so congratulations, Susan. That's Susan Sweet. Sorry, Sue. Oh, Ladybird, that last one. That was me yesterday, and that's what I was tempted to do. She said, kids, when you throw them, Just my two know that I haven't got the energy nowadays to be able to pick them up, let alone lob them anywhere. So congratulations, Susan, sweet. Now remember, honey, come back to the video when it goes into replay, stick that message down, and then find me off a new email, not one from a previous email chain, because I'm thinking that might be the issue that some of us are having when it comes to doing it. Yeah, so everybody is congratulating Susan. Sweet. Sorry, didn't mean to do the play on your name then, darling. Right, so I think it's about time to wind this live up today, darlings, because I need to get on with some more of the corner to corner blanket that I showed you earlier on, so I can get this tutorial ready for you all for August. Because August, of course, is a busy month for most of us because we've got the old school holidays and family visits and things like that. I've got 4 birthdays, an anniversary, and a load of other stuff as well. It's all family related, so I've got to try and make sure that I've got enough to cover you guys to keep you entertained during the summer when you're bored. Oh, beautiful. I've just seen Susan's message saying, woohoo, I'm excited to get a pattern. Now remember, Susan, you've got a choice between May the 4th, Tree in a Flower Pot, A Stitch in Time, or this month's new one, which is Webtastic. And we can chat about it a little bit more when you email me. Sweet, nice and easy that way, because then it's all in one place and I don't have to go searching. Right, so let's have a nose. As I said, everybody is congratulating her. Right, so remember to check out some other videos on my channel, because at this moment in time I do actually have a competition running. I've actually got 2. So have a nose, have a look back and have a nose over this week to see if you can spot those other 2 competitions. And good luck to you all. I'm going to head off now and I will see you all really, really soon. So if you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe.